Welcome to the show where the truth comes alive. St. James is here, so let's take a deep dive. Real talk, real vibes, it's the carnal church groove. Prelate in the house, watch the spirit move. The St. James Show, oh, here we go. Serving wisdom with the carnal flow. From the pulpit to the streets, we're keeping it real. Faith and life collide, that's the deal. Breaking down the walls, it's the church unfiltered. St. James preaching love, keeping hearts uplifted. Laugh, learn, grow, it's the vibe you'll respect. The carnal church sector, where we all connect. The St. James Show, the prelates here. Bold, uncut, bringing truth that's clear. Hit subscribe, take a seat, come through. It's the St. James Show, made just for you. The St. James Show. The St. James Show. The prelates here, bold, uncut, bringing truth that's clear. Hit subscribe, take a seat, come through. It's the St. James Show, made just for you. The St. James Show.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the St. James Show. Yes. We got some new intros. Thank to our beautiful, our wonderful, our talented Uncle Paul. Thank you so much. And we'll get some information to you for those of you who want to utilize his services. We will do that. Welcome. Please, if you would be so kind to click that like button for me. Like, share, and subscribe right now. Matter of fact, let's just run that really quick so you'll know that I mean business. Please hit that like button for me. Thank you for watching as always. We won't be here long, all right? Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button and do share. Share on all your social media sites. Become a member. Link is in the description of this video. And as always, there is your chance to be a monetary blessing and a monetary support to this program. What is going on? So who's up in the building today? Who is up here? What's up, Princess? What about yes. What a Monday. What's up, K Rich? Good to see you. Our Alleman Smith is in the house. Yes. K Rich is here. Mari is here. You love the intro. Thank you so much, Princess. Appreciate it. What's up, Sean Talks? You still celebrating? Come on, Jesse. Oh, remix. Yes, it's the remix. Come on, Nicole. Nicole C, good to see you as well. Deanna is in the building. Yes. Talania Makensta is here. Welcome. Joshua Kimmett, our members. We need to think. All right, every soup. Oh, aren't you so kind? Aren't you kind? Miss Candace is in the building. And also Jay Boogie. Thank you so much, sir. Yes. There is the membership link right there if you want to join the membership on today. This video is probably going to go under membership once I am done. All right. So if you're not a member, you may not be able to see it. All right. You may have to, come in, be a member to see it. Dr. Holt, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen you around these. You've been missing from the sanctuary, Holt. Where you been? What's up, Prince James McCreary? Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your support. Chotasny Knowles. That's interesting. I like that. Thank you thank you so much. You said done with the celebration until the cruise, but we still excited. No, that's right. Yes. Your Monday is outstanding. That's wonderful. Is your if your name is Mary, you are what? What is that going on? What is that about? What's up, Marco? Good to see you. Well, everybody, I appreciate all the love and support. And as you said, I wanted to just, I brought you kind of the story of my father, being sick and me going to visit him, and also him going into hospice. I think it was maybe just last week, sometime earlier last week. My father, he is 73 years old, and I would still say that's fairly young, because we have some folks that are living and looking great at 90, 95, and they're just looking great and doing all these things. Thank you so much, Priscilla. What's up, Mike Moore? But on today, when I went to go visit him on Sunday, I went to the nursing facility on Sunday, and he was able to talk. He actually talked. I walked in the room, and he said my name, and talked to him for a while. He's telling everybody he's 52 years old, and he's sticking with it. I said, "What in the world do you?" I was like, nah, maybe your daughter is, but you're quite not. But it was so funny. The nurses even said that today. I said, yeah, I don't know why he says that, but it is what it is. But I did see him on Sunday and was able to talk to him, actually talk to him. Reached out. He wanted to give me the old handshake, and we did that. So I thank you so much, Deanna. When I left on Sunday, nothing catches us by surprise, because when I left on Sunday, they had taken pretty much everything off of him except some oxygen. He was just kind of, breathing through some oxygen, and he said, listen, we're just trying to make him as comfortable as he can. And one thing, and my sister did say that he did say last week that he wasn't in pain. He was just tired. He wasn't in pain, so he was tired. So he was just tired. So that was an encouragement to hear that he didn't, die in pain. He lived a hard life, a lot of, things he did in his life. So when we wear down our bodies at these, when we get a certain age, it could have a great effect on us. But neither here nor there. I got a text from my sister this morning. She said, well, they text our other sister. We have a stepsister. So my father had 3 children, and my sister with our mother, and then another younger sister later on in life, later on. But so she hit my sister up and said, hey, the facility is saying, it may be good if you guys wanted to come see him within the next couple of hours. So, my sister couldn't go right then. She was having a procedure done today. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Nicole. Faith is a substance. What's up? Salutations. Oh, wow. So usually when they call you, I had that experience. Another friend of mine, fathers who passed, they call, they say, listen, may be good if you come on in the next couple of hours, because they don't have too much longer. But I believe that he was already gone, and they were just, making sure we're not getting there in a frantic, having a car accident, or making another issue when you're already dealing with the issue that we're dealing with. So, I can appreciate that. Thank you so much, Abba Love, Prince James, and all of you guys. Sharon T. Leonard, thank you for being a member. So I said, well, let me go. The little sister, she was, come to find out, she had the church band going. She's picking up everybody, just everybody who want to go. You want to go? You want to go? Yeah, whatever. So I got there, and I walk in, and you have to sign your name. And I stood there with the girl at the receptionist desk. She was on the phone, and another black lady comes. She was in the physical therapy room, but she saw me come in, and I had never seen her before. But I think when you're probably the only, one of the only African Americans in a facility like that, they kind of know who the black people are coming to see. So she came up to me. She said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm here to see my father." And I gave him his name. And she said, "Oh, okay, yes, yes, he's right down there to the side." And da 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 da. And I said she was gonna walk me down there, and I said, "You know what? No, I'll walk down there. It's okay. It's okay. I was here earlier this week. Thank you so much, Danny Lewis. Um, we've been down there. Oh, it's not a good road. Thank you, Yolanda Byers. So I was walking down, and I just happened to turn around, and she was just watching me from, I was like, she came out of the physical therapy room, so she was actually working with someone. But I just kind of turned around because, I hate nursing facilities like that. They give me the heebie-jeebies. But I don't even like hospitals, so definitely not going to like a nursing facility, anything like that. Yeah. So I'm walking down, and I happened to look back, and I looked back, and she was just staring at me. She was just making sure I was going in the room and doing anything. But as soon as I got to the door, and I looked in, and they had the curtain kind of, covering the, around the bed, and the lady goes, "Well, he did pass away." I said, "Okay, okay," because I figured, they don't really call you unless they really have to call you. So I said, "Okay, all right, all right." It's so weird because you never know how you're going to react when you get news such as that. You just It's just kind of weird. You don't know. I didn't feel a cry coming on, but it was just really weird. And when she told me that, and it was like three of them standing around me, three nurses standing around me, and I was like, "Okay, okay, all right." And then I said, "Well, we did make arrangements, and for such a time such as this." I told her, and she said, "Yes, yes, the other nurse is on the phone, and she's making some calls, and the hospice nurse is on their way." And I said, "Okay, okay." So they said about 10, 15 minutes, and I said, "All right." But which I think I waited there probably about an hour for the hospice nurse. But so they were coming from another city, so I had to wait. I didn't have it, I just kind of I walked in when they finally, and I just walked in, and I just kind of looked and looked peaceful, and I just got a sense of relief, not in the regard, it just sense of there's, no more back and forth to the hospitals and in and out of the nursing facilities and all that for him. So I was just happy in the sense where that is not going to go on anymore. Yeah. So thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much. For the passion. Actually, that's what we got there. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was after. And you know what? Jesse, I was kind of relieved to that point. I don't want to watch that process. I'm not one of those people that I want to watch the process of someone just passing away slowly, 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 slowly. I'm not a one. I don't like taking pictures of people in states like that. I got very disappointed today. A picture was on the internet of my father, and I was just very, very disappointed. And I'm like, this is so ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with people. I think people are mentally disturbed. I really do. I think they need some help. I think they need a reality check. And I was like, and as soon as let me just fast forward a little bit. As soon as I went to my mom's house. And as soon as I sat down, we were talking, I opened up my phone. And when I opened up Facebook, guess what was sitting right there? I'm like, I was so mad. I was so upset. So upset. Will you guys stop putting deceased people, newly deceased people, on the internet? Thank you, Marcellus. I know you're going on pretty soon. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer at all. I couldn't believe it. No formal introduction, and it's not like, I understand the family where they like bloggers throw the information out. Giving the information is different than putting somebody's last look on their deathbed on the internet. Couldn't believe it. I had to screenshot it and send it to my sister so she wouldn't be shocked with like I was when I opened up Facebook. Yeah. He makes my blood boil. Your brother does that mess? It wasn't, it was my father's ex-wife, my sister's mother, stepsister's mother. And I understand she's having some issues too, you know. But they seem to do, they have issues, but they sure do some weird stuff online. They find the sense to do crazy stuff. So wasn't anything I can pretty much do about it at that point. But realize who we're dealing with. Extremely tacky. Now, I don't even like up close pictures of people in their caskets. I don't like that either. I think that's, ugh, I don't like that. You know, far away when you can kind of tell and you're not actually getting the face or you know, I can understand that. But I don't like when people are like taking the camera and putting it right in the coffin and taking but to just take a picture, the man is not deceased just for a couple hours. But okay. All right. But luckily, me and my sister talked a couple weeks ago, and we were like, listen, we're not getting any answers in regards to any arrangements or insurance or anything like that. So my sister did I said, go ahead and do some calls and see what we need to do. What's up, Amaretto? Thank you so much. All used up podcast, valid vow. Okay. Thank you so much, James Solomon. So she did make some calls and she was able to secure a plan, a plan, which is very important, everybody. If you do not have a burial plan, will you grab one? Will you not be a burden on your loved ones? You take pictures, post it on Facebook? It's extremely ridiculous. Who said that? Jesse, yeah. When I hate seeing this. Yes, Marco, and you work at a funeral home, so and people like you who work there are used to, so it sometimes may get a little mundane for you, used to it. But I'm glad you still got some couth and some heart. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cynthia Oden. What's up, Tasha? So my sister did end up getting, but of course, now you got to think about this, everybody. When you get a plan, a burial plan or what have you in the late stages of the life or what have you, of course, most of those plans, you have to live at least 2 years. They have to live at least 2 years for the benefit to actually kick in. But of course, I think my sister's only had it for a couple of months or so. So, you'll get your premiums back, but the actual benefit, it's not there. There is no benefit. Okay. My parents purchased a double plot years ago, which is good. Good. Yeah. It's been a month since your mom. Oh man, Marcus Terry. My condolences to you as well, sir. But try to take the burden off of your family. Try to take the burden off your family and see about some insurance and things like that. We know the kind of life my father lived. We didn't expect anything. We expected to have to do what we have to do to get him taken care of. But it would be so great if everybody would actually be respectful to your family, and just, if you love them, show them you love them all the way to death, so so of course we're going to have to, me and my sister are taking care of the arrangements for him, and memorial service, and you got to do the church thing, which we're going to do the church thing, and that's just who we are. So we'll have a memorial service at a church, and I can't do nothing without music. So I'm an artist and a musician, so I've got to make sure the people are there that get taken care of, and the eulogist, whether it be my pastor or another pastor, they shouldn't walk out of there with nothing, even though they not that they charge you anything, but it's just nice to be nice. But all of those things should be worked out in your plan. If you're getting some insurance money, you should have that where everything is allotted for every aspect of the service, not just the burial, not just the plot or nothing like that. Every aspect of it should be taken care of. So the opinion I'm gonna walk the friend. Listen here. Listen, we're not taking many opinions, Jesse. There won't be many opinions as to what will go on. Okay? I need you to have the time and the location and the date, and I need you to show up. All right? All right? And everything will move just smoothly. Yeah. Yeah, most preaching $300 to $500. Yeah, it's not a cheap, those are your loved ones. They're not necessarily the preacher's loved ones. Your father had, Denise says, my father had all his business taken care of. All we did was set the date. And that's a father. He is a good father. Is who he is. Yeah, I want to say that, But you roll with what is before you. You roll with it. The Bible says, honor your father and your mother, for your days will be long. And I have made it my chore and my directive to honor my father, even into death. And if that takes St. James not being able to go on a little weekender, we will get the deal done. But I just want to implore you guys. You never know what may happen. And a lot of my I look in the algorithm and I see the age of my viewers, and the age of my viewers are going into the 45s, the 60s, 65, even into the 70s and beyond. I hope that you guys don't just live to live, but you live to actually make maybe your family's lives a little bit better, even when you're not here. I'm 42 years old, I already have a cemetery plot. And good, Dr. Holt. Thank you. You said my mom's friend church charged the family $1,000, and she was a member of that church for 25 years. I was bothered by that. You know what? I understand that, but you gotta remember, y'all. Did she have musicians there? Were there singers there? The pastor do the eulogy? And I understand. I see that. I know. But when they open up a facility like that for your family, I don't know if it's big or small, there is cost involved. So I'm not one of those that just because I would probably expect some type of leeway, if they're going to charge me $2,000, if they usually charge $2,000, maybe they would charge me only $1,000 or $1,500, something like that. I mean, that's plausible. It's not a requirement, but that's plausible. But it is what it is. Things cost. Yes. Yeah. I'm fresh meat 32. Well, listen, even if you 32 years old, check this out. I hope that you have a life insurance policy that's being paid on right now. All right. On your behalf, Mr. 32 years old, Marco. Okay. Need you to go make sure of that. Got my life insurance after my yeah. Whatever it takes for you guys to get on the bandwagon, and the sad part about, we ain't even gonna talk about generational wealth, okay? Because St. James and his two sisters should be after we ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We ought to be, setting up, taking what he had and setting up for my daughter and my nieces and nephews, that's how it should be. That's how it should be. My church doesn't charge if you're a tither. Now, does it matter the tithing amount? Does it matter the tithing amount or what? What's up, traveling with L-Star? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. 20 years old, getting up there fast. It's 20 years. And Giselle Wright said her son will be set. And we are glad that we can hear you say that. How many of you in the chat will state that your kids are set or your family is set? If you're single and don't have any children, is your family okay? Is your family going to be able to not only put you away, but maybe is your family able to purchase a home in your name, for your in your honor and your memory? Are you able to pass anything down to them? And even if just say that you had a $100,000, $150,000 policy, they can put you away comfortably and still be able to allow that money to continue to grow into generational wealth. What's up, Sheila Sutton? Sean said her wife and kids will be okay. Yeah. Nicole says my kids and husband are set. Good. Yeah. Tyrone Rex said, trust me, my husband is set. He know where everything is at. And not only make sure they're set, make sure they know how to get the stuff. Make sure they know where to go. Make sure they know who to call. Give them the paperwork, all that. I don't want nobody they might offer me if they knew how much. Well, give them a little bit. Just give them at least the telephone number where to call, if something goes wrong. Amaretto Cherry says my sister should be set. I told her to. Okay, all right, yeah. My one and only child said I have several policies through my job as well as good. Yep. I was going long. I went a few years, and I was not a few years. I think about 2 years almost, and I had another policy on my daughter, but I thought I had the policy on my job, and that had stopped when she turned a certain age. I was like, didn't nobody tell me nothing, but y'all still took it out of my paycheck every, because I do like ×5 or whatever that is, But I don't even think they gave me that money back. I gotta look into that. I don't think they gave me those premiums back, even though I don't think it's much. When you think about it, make sure if they got some insurance at your jobs, grab it, y'all. Grab it. Usually they're paying a portion. You pay a little small portion if you want to increase. So grab that thing. Grab it. Let's see. Make sure you read your policy. Yes, we're going to have a policy set up, and they only covered if he passed away first. And a widow's policy. Wow. So make sure you are reading the fine print. That is so important. Traveling with L-Star says all will be well with my family if I go, but I hope come on now, rapture check. Come on now, rapture check up in the building. Marcus says he's still waiting to hear from the insurance. Also, there's also probate court. Oh yeah, listen here. Let's talk about this probate, y'all. Make sure you have a living trust, or have a trust, so your things don't have to go into probate. All right. We've talked about that before. Get on there. There's online you can do those things and then go have them notarized to walk you all the way through it from start to finish. All you got to do is put in information, put in names, attach your bank accounts in the trust, attach your homes in the trust, and the insurance money, attach it in the trust. Put it all in the trust so you don't have to go through probate. So when your loved one passes away, the trustee has full carte blanche to do what they need to do. Do not do probate, y'all. I'm telling you, it's not a happy thing. It could take a year or even more. I've heard of people in probate for years. Okay, so don't do that. And you're paying the attorney, because don't think you can do that probate stuff yourself. You can't. People, you got to pay your attorney. Then the attorney gets a percentage of the probate or whatever it is. that you have, whatever assets you have. He's going to get his percentage. Yeah. Yeah. Dennis Page says somebody get this sitting at the jail. Why you do have his share? No chicken dinners, no GoFundMe. And I can tell you this, if I see a GoFundMe in my father's name, y'all better not put one dime to it. Not one. Not one dime. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't do it. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. I will report all GoFundMes. Yes, I will. I've got a sneaky suspicion that we may have some foolery going on, or maybe that may try to go on. Oh, but it won't prosper. It won't prosper. Yeah. Come on now, Dr. That's the thing. Stop selling the family home too. All right. We still have family's house. Yeah, stop selling the family home. Stop selling the real estate like that while y'all sell the house and go live in an apartment. Stop that foolishness. Just stop it. Mm-hmm. My sister went through probate. Their dad's estate. It took years, and it happened. Yes, telling you, y'all, in a simple trust. A simple trust will do. A simple trust will do. So, yeah. But I just wanted to come on and thank you guys for all the well wishes and the condolences and the sorry for your loss and then sorry for your lost, LOST. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. So I really want to push this to after Christmas because I don't want to inconvenience my family trying to get them here before Christmas and dealing with all that. I think the most honorable thing to do at this point is to do it after Christmas. So I think we're going to push it to that, and just to make it a little more plausible for everybody. Thank you. It's Shayla. I am good. Finally, me, Lulu. Yeah. Thank you, Clorinda. And Angie. I said a home when you have one living child that has worked all the. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Deion Sanders. Are you the real Deion Sanders? Are you, what they call him? Prime time? Is that you? Yeah, my dad passed away this morning. I know some of you late folks that came in, he did pass away this morning. So yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. I took it better. I think they were like looking at me like, he's not going crazy. Well, then they all just started. First, they were like kind of standing. There were three of them. One came up to you and told me. The other two kind of stood off, And then they were like, I was like, oh, okay. I said, so he's gone now. She said, yeah. I said, okay. And then, I started talking about the business of it, And then the other ones came around and then one was like, oh, your dad was so nice. And he would, he always said he was 52 years old. I said, yeah, I know. I don't know where he gets that from. But and then the black nurse, she said, because he looked good, which I mean, compared to, because, a lot of times they get really bloated and really, but he was really, looked good. And he said, I would have to come in and do his skin because, they don't know how to do our skin. She would come in and moisturize them and stuff like that. Because she said, they don't, they didn't. She was nice. She was really nice. Yeah. Oh, you did, Charmaine Simpson. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Thank you, Kitten Heels. Do you wear kitten heels? Kitten heels? You got your little kitten heels on right now? Yeah, grief is different for everyone. And the thing about it, to be totally honest, sending condolences. Thank you so much, Darlene Burrell. Are you Kim Burrell's sister from the East Coast? No, I think Kim Burrell's sister lives in Texas also. Yeah, I don't know if I was going to get back crazy and start talking about who did it. No. Just start going crazy. But What's up, Shawty Shard? Good to see you. Thank you so much. The black nurses. Seeing as under yeah, because I mean, she just told me she was he was just so nice, and he used to tell me how pretty I was. He was sitting over there flirting with you. You know that, right? She said, I know. I said, he was all the way to the grave. He gonna try to get some. It's a shame before God. My God, in the nursing facility, trying to. I told that one time I was in there. I don't know if I told y'all. I may have told y'all, but he had the guy wasn't even in his. No, he was in his room. He came up to me, come showing me something. He said, "Hey, let me show you something." Hey, you see? I was saying, I don't want to see that. They had women, naked women. I said, whatever keeps y'all alive. Bless y'all heart. Thank you for the cash apps. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. We got a long. Oh my goodness, Giselle, bless your heart. I usually don't shout people out, but God bless you and your ministry, baby. Yeah, but we are going. Thank Inspire. Like you're not about to lay out. No, I wasn't about to lay out. And the thing about it, listen, to be real, I told you the story of my father and our family. My mother raised me and my sister as a single parent. We were away from him when I was 2 and my sister was 4. And so we moved from Fresno to. I was born in Fresno, but I was raised in San Jose for a good portion of my life, San Jose, California, because we were, on the road away from him back in the day. Um, so a lot of that time and growing up, he did a lot of time in prison and you know, did what they did, in the well, that wasn't the seven, like the 80s and, you know, early 90s, I believe. So, what was he in the early 90s too? Yeah, yeah. So, we didn't have the closest relationship. So, when I moved back here and he finally decided to kind of, get things together, it still wasn't really close because, I was so close to my grandfather, it was my grandfather and my grandparents were like the people, so being raised as in a single family home, it really I seen the struggles that my mother went through. Um, and I think that struggles when you see your mother struggling, or if you're a single father and your kids see you struggling, that puts the kids in a certain way. We're human, so it makes us feel really, compassionate towards our mother or whatever that who's ever raising us. And it kind of puts some resentment in your heart for the other one because you see where the struggle is, you see where the needs are. Thank you so much, Tyrone Franklin. I appreciate you, man, putting the color on it. So, we didn't have a really close relationship. Latter in the years, he was a little closer to my youngest sister, my other stepsister, because he had, I guess they married, not anymore, but I guess they married at one point, and then they had my little sister. Um, but me and my oldest sister, we didn't have that closeness, but my older sister, she kind of navigated to him a little bit more in the older years. And it wasn't a priority to me. I wanted to honor, I wanted to respect, but it just wasn't a priority to me. And his birthday was yesterday. Oh, sorry to hear that, Deanna. We are praying for you as well. Yeah. So, I mean, so bringing it into today, it's it's hard for me. I can't conjure up. You know what I'm saying? I feel it, but it's not as rough. Now, if the Lord sees fit to do something, my mother, me and God gonna have a problem. We gonna have a problem, Jesus. But this was kind of different. I don't know if anybody's ever been there. Yeah, yeah. So I'm just kind of taking it as well as I can take it. We're going to do what we need to do. Honor your mother and your father to the death, whatever that looks like, whatever that honor looks like to you. If the honor is just not speaking ill or not disrespecting or what have you, in my eyes, the honor is having a wonderful memorial service and living our lives, remembering and living our lives. But I also, and I have to sometimes, I had this thought. I was like, well, I thank God for the valleys and the trials, and as Andre Crouch would say, and everything he's brought me through, because being raised single, I mean, it made me, people's always said, you've been grown all your life. I don't know if that's a good thing. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. But I've always actually like taken the charge and been kind of grown all my life. It just seems that way. That's why even when I got into church, raised in church, I always had leadership positions in church. I always was doing the leadership stuff, and I always wanted to be the one that people can count on, and be the one that can lead the people in the right direction, and that type of thing. So I don't know, that could have come from how I was raised as a single, through a single parent. Had I been in a blended, a regular family, I don't know what could have happened. Would I be more passive? Would I not been such a much of a leader? Which maybe I would have been more of a follower. I don't know. But what I can say is, regardless of the situation that was my, whatever was my plight, I just thank God today, the 16th of December, the 2024, that I was able to say that I survived single parenting, and not only just survived, but I thrived through the ability of a single mother. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and not only because my mom is so funny, because somebody texted me, "What your mama say?" But my mother was nice, she's been nice through this whole thing. They didn't have, they wasn't sweethearts and all that mess in the latter year. Yeah. Definitely community has been there. But she's just glad that he's not even a burden on his children even now. There's no continued burden. There's no continued making sure, of that type of thing. Because you got to remember, we didn't get taken care of. But God has saw fit to bless us in a way where at this time we're able to take care of him, even though he didn't take care of us. And it's just that way. So I thank God for the favor he has shown us. Yeah, as always, Jesse. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you so much. So yes, so I appreciate each and every one of you, and you guys are just so, thank you so much. Thank you so much, y'all. Me and my sister are going to split this cost, and we're going to have a wonderful service, and we're going to go forth, and we ain't feeding nobody. Go get your own food. All right. What's you say? I grew up in a blended family, and my dad was previously married 2 times before he married my mom. People do. When we used to spend weekends with, yeah. Ain't no chicken, ain't no green beans, ain't no salad, ain't no lemon cake. Somebody at the end of that will be calling St. James's name. I don't know who's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Teppanyaki. I don't know if it's going to be Ruth Chris. I don't know if it's going to be Flemings. I can't tell you who it's going to be. It may be P.F. Chang's. I don't know. But I guarantee St. James ain't feeding nobody outside of my daughter and my mama. It's about it. It's about it now. Get them a sandwich on the way home. Go on, get you something. Pull up, let the church van stop at Popeyes. Get y'all a bucket or something. Go on over there, get your fifth of whiskey, whatever you need to get, and go at it and start the memories. Ain't no fried chicken, ain't no green beans, ain't no more green beans. Just mashed potatoes and corn. That's all you got. No tater salad, absolutely not. None of that. Go to somebody's house and do it. Y'all go over there. Go over there and do it. But no. Christmas, we coming off of Christmas. We'll be coming off of Christmas there. Well, I thank God every day for life. Just turned 33 yesterday. Happy birthday. To God be the glory. Life is precious. Life is precious, y'all. No fish fry, princess. Nope. Bring your own BYOB. You got that right. Whatever y'all choose to do, y'all go do it. But St. James won't be footing no bills for nobody to eat. In the name of Papa. No. Sorry, Charlie. We're not asking y'all to pay nothing. Just come to the service. Have a few short words. They can have fish fries and brown look as long as they do it at their house or whatever they'll take it to. I don't care. Don't follow me. I got an appointment. Got an appointment. I got the hiccups. I plan not to have a repast for my pet. I don't think it's necessary. People just want to come eat. I don't think it's necessary at all. Irene Holmes says, I subscribe because you are truly a class act. How honorable to honor a father who didn't. Listen, you know what? Irene Holmes, and it's not always an easy thing. It's just at this point, the right thing. How dare we slap God in the face and say, after I've brought you through all these years of tough times and put you at a place where you're able to be a blessing to your mother, to your father, regardless of the situation, how can we take the blessings of God for granted? He hasn't brought us thus far to leave us, so why leave his direction? Why leave his instruction? Why leave his grace and mercy by not fulfilling the honoring of your father and mother part? Regardless of the situation, you got to honor. And through that honor, God will continue to honor us. Yeah. So how can I not? Did he father us? Absolutely not. No. And somebody said, oh, he was a firefighter. Don't lie now. We're not lying on no obituaries. He fought fires when he was in prison, and they let him get out for a while and do a few California fires now. We ain't lying to these folk. If ain't much on the eulogy, we ain't much. We gonna do it with some poems. We'll do some poems. You ever seen an obituary with poems? We ain't gonna lie to the people now. Well, no firefighter now. You let him out for a while. Cool. Calm down the California fire every now and then. And they had to go on back in there. I still honor and forgive. Yeah. And there's nothing to be bitter about. No bitterness. Absolutely no bitterness in my heart. I understand at this point in my life that everything that I've been through and God has allowed me to go through was for my good. And for his glory, as they say. For my good and for God's glory. Ain't no sense in messing with the glory now. Let's take it to the end. Let's take it to the end. Don't be lying on these obituaries, y'all. Just print the poem and write. Don't be conjuring up nothing. If nothing much was there, nothing much was there. Let's not start lying. His greatest attribute in life was his children. We can put that. That was his greatest success, was his children. God used him in a mighty way. Oh, yes, we can put that down. Oh, he used him in a mighty way. Uh-huh. Did I get a chance to tell him how I felt? No. I didn't want to. I made a major change in my life that showed him how I felt. And those of you who know me from old school, you know what I did. Major change. And I didn't feel the need to, J. Rochelle. I just didn't feel the need to. It wasn't like I was like when we talked and when we were around each other, I had bitter beer face. I had animosity. I just took it for what it was. Hey, how you doing, Dad? You know, and I wasn't even faking it. It was just the situation was what it was. So me personally, other people, if they feel they need to do something, that's fine. Giselle Wright says, I wrote my dad a letter before. Okay. She felt she needed to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think some things, what they say, what's already understood don't need to be whatever. Yeah. You said, just go back to old school, the bitch with a picture. Listen. That may come back in the next couple of weeks or so. It might come back. Yeah, didn't want to gaslight. Yeah, I just didn't see it necessary, Jesse. It may be necessary for other people to kind of approach things like that and to get things off their shoulders so they can get some closure. But I had closure and I still have it. I have closure. I do. I've had closure for years. Yeah. Yeah. I see what you said, Angie. You said you thought having that chance would make me feel better, but it didn't because he denied. That's what I'm saying. Why go through and then there's a whole denial thing, or I didn't know I was I must have been on drugs then. No. Let's just let the sleeping dogs lie. God has been good. We have navigated this life, and we are okay. So why go there? And now all they're gonna do is make you upset. You right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really have peace. I think it was just a level of peace that just, even when I was walking into that facility, I already had it in my mind that he had passed away. So when I got to the door and she was waiting for me at the door and she says, he's already passed. I said, okay. I said, so he's no more. I said, no, he's no more. Okay. All right. I just started talking. Small towns still do the obituary. I mean, everybody does the obituaries, but what I'm saying is don't be lying on them. Misdirected anger. Yeah. Then everybody's upset. You start thinking about what you didn't have as a kid. You start thinking about what he missed. I don't have time to think about that. We good over here. Come on now. without others being involved. Yeah, I didn't need to put a whole, coaching session together or intervention. And again, y'all, I'm not knocking any of that, but I just didn't find it necessary for me. Because I think just so long. And let me tell you, I've had some really good instructions, in life, and instructors. Yes, I grew up Pentecostal under strict foundation and strict doctrine and strict legalism. But in that, it created, it built, it formed, it cultivated. So I was able to kind of, see things in a different lens. Growing up, I realized that some of the stuff wasn't right, what I was taught, which is fine. But I'm able to realize that and still able to take what I learned, even though it may have been a little off, it was still good foundation and built good character. Whether it was doctoral or whatever wrong. Doctrinal. Whatever the word is. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah. Don't it mess up the healing by opening up that? Nah. Yeah. Then you start talking about, you start feeling a certain, no, it's not necessary. Not necessary. I'm telling you a testimony. Listen. But you know what they say, do not despise the small beginnings. All right. I believe being trapped up and caught up in just legalism of Pentecostal and stuff like that, that was a small beginning of what the big picture God wanted us to kind of enter into. Listen, it's okay. And I still love my Pentecostal and apostolic brothers and sisters. Still do. Well, go to the church, shout, sing, dance, and have good community. But in my mind, in my spirit, I understand what true salvation is and what legalism is. So I don't get tripped up no more, Genesis Pay. I don't get tripped up no more. You can still have good fellowship without getting tripped up. I can go to the Catholic church. I've sung at about at least 10 weddings at a Catholic church. Didn't go there tripping. Didn't go there. They was going up and down, and then I went up and down with them. I took the communion. And I still wasn't tripped up. I didn't leave there confused. I left there knowing who Jesus was. I left there knowing the death, burial, and resurrection of the Lord Jesus. I knew it all. So all that stuff don't trip you up. Traditions and formalities and all that. It don't trip me up. I can go to, my grandma was a Methodist. Went to the Methodist church and sung. She always had me at the singing when I came to visit. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. That was her favorite song. Oh, what is it? What? I always forget the words. So many things. But I always had to sing that when I went to a Methodist church. Carter Memorial. Seeing me. A&me. No, I think she was seeing me. Seeing me? A&me. What was Carter Memorial? I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had them hymn books now at that Methodist church. Yeah, but I'm just saying, y'all. So, all that stuff don't trip me out. It don't trip me out. All this stuff works for our good. It all does. It really does. If somebody dies close to you tomorrow, it's for your good. I know it don't sound right. I know it don't seem right, but it's actually for, and we got some other news today that is a little disturbing to me. We're still investigating that. But I'm still saying, okay, God, we all right. We okay. We all right. But everybody has to walk their path. And just because we're not liking their path and it's hurting us and we may grieve more, it's still their path. And it's what God would want them to go through and for you to experience as well, some kind of way. Yeah. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. What was that rate I did just throw? Oh, what needless pain we Needless grief. What is it? Oh, what needless pain we forfeit. Oh, what needless pain. No. Oh, what needless. What is that? I can't let it move. I can't move without getting it. What a friend. Mm-hmm. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pains we bear. All because we do not carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, that was my grandmother's favorite. Now, when my grandmother died, I lost my mind, but I lost my mind dignified. I, that was a different hurt. That was, and our family hadn't experienced death either when my grandmother died. It's like no one really passed away. But when my grandmother passed away, she passed away in 2000. Remember, because my daughter was like 6 months or something like that. No, my daughter was very young. She was maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe. Oh, I was a wreck. I was a wreck. Thank you so much, Ron Barrett. One of the Barrett sisters died today, right? Was that the last one? I think that's the last one. And then when my grandfather died, that hit me kind of hard too, but not as hard as my grandmother, because I think the blow had been done with my grandmother. And then I was in the mind frame. I didn't like my grandfather here without my grandmother. I was like that because I think they were married like 50 something years, or 50 years, something like that, 50 something years. So I knew my grandfather was hurting and so it was okay. But when they played that Dance with My Father again, that tore me to pieces at his funeral. I was sitting there just tripping. And when I heard that, when I went to Luther Vandross's movie, I was like, oh, dog. It brought it all back. That's going to be on CNN pretty soon, right? I think in January, the Luther Vandross movie. I think it's going to be on CNN or something. Yeah. Dr. Watts. There you go. Yeah. Good old hymns. Good old hymns. Yeah. All right, everybody. I wasn't going to come on long. I really, it's not feeling a long live. I still, I really don't really have an appetite. So I'm just trying to chill, and maybe I might go have some pho, something just to kind of ease my brain and put it there. I think my sister's going to go to my sisters, both of them are going to go tomorrow to the funeral home. And then after that, we'll figure out what we need to figure out. But all I want to do, my father wasn't a churchy man. He was a good singer, though. I did listen to some some tapes that he taped him singing. And he was a very good singer. My father was a very good singer. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's how you could have made us some money. I'll just play. We could have been on the road. Doggone it. But all I want to do is really have a good church service. Few talking and a few and give me a Joel Osteen inspirational message, and I'll be all right. All right. I don't shout and preach nobody in the heaven. We just have church. What's up, Queen Mom? Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit there, Raza, and just be there. I'm just gonna be here. Yeah, I think I will, Dr. Holt. I might do that. Yeah, give me a. I just want a little TED after some good music. Give me a little TED Talks funeral, and I'll be all right. I think I'll be good. All right, I don't need you to hoop. No hoopers allowed. Okay, keep your hoop at home. I don't know, because my mother sings well, my father sings well. I guess it's just, it's just what it is. My sister actually sings well. I don't know about my daughter. She sings good, but she hasn't cultivated it. So it's not nothing she wants to do. But she probably can go too, but she doesn't. That's not her. It's not her. So yeah. You're welcome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. If you would be so kind to continue to support the program, Lord Jesus, now I got another, we got to deal with. But that's okay. He ain't going to put more than we can bear. So we will deal with it as it comes. But if you would like to continue to support our platform monetarily, there you are. We have two Cash Apps, the St. James Show, $, the St. James Show, and $, St. James Show. We have Zelle, PayPal right there, and Venmo. The Zelle and PayPal is the email address, the SaintJamesShow at att.net, and also Venmo, the St. James Show. Appreciate your support. Appreciate your dedication and your love for this platform. And I hope that you, even through this, you got something out of it. You know, I think when we chime on, we ought to get something out of it all the time. It is also streaming at the bottom of the screen, your support options as well. I am going to get some rest because I had to leave here. I was working. I was up working early. I start work at 6 a.m. And then I got the text around 10:15. So I did a quick shower, changed, and got on the highway. He was only 20 minutes away, 20, about 20 minutes away. So it wasn't that far. But thank you each and every one of you for the love and support. I really feel it. I really appreciate it. And I just love you all. And we will get back on track here. You know, I'm not in a rush. Ain't nothing going on really anyway. All that Diddy stuff and Jay-Z stuff, and I don't really get involved with all that. So y'all can go to y'all prospective YouTubers to get all that information, and I'm sure they'll give it all to you. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great evening and have a blessed Monday evening. All right. Thank you so very much.
Welcome to the show where the truth comes alive. St. James is here, so let's take a deep dive. Real talk, real vibes, it's the carnal church groove. Prelate in the house, watch the spirit move. The St. James Show, oh, here we go. Serving wisdom with the carnal flow. From the pulpit to the streets, we're keeping it real. Faith and life collide, that's the deal. Breaking down the walls, it's the church unfiltered. St. James preaching love, keeping hearts uplifted. Laugh, learn, grow, it's the vibe you'll respect. The carnal church sector, where we all connect. The St. James Show, the prelates here. Bold, uncut, bringing truth that's clear. Hit subscribe, take a seat, come through. It's the St. James Show, made just for you. The St. James Show. The St. James Show. The prelates here, bold, uncut, bringing truth that's clear. Hit subscribe, take a seat, come through. It's the St. James Show.